We're on day 3 and the chickens are growing good. They're growing healthy. So far, so good. We're in house 8 and day 3 brings when we start mixing up stuff to add to the water. So we're never allowed to add any antibiotics, anything that is outside the scope of an organic product. So one thing that we can do, we're very limited, so if something does break out, we can't treat the birds, we can't put any antibiotics or things like that in, just simply because that's pretty much a standard with the company here. One thing we can do is we can add some vitamin D. So again, I'll add a small amount of vitamin D here. We like to put in maybe about 3 ounces, let's see, diluted down to 1 ounce per gallon about of the product. It's a pretty heavy concentrate of vitamin D, and that's all it is. So for the bird itself, vitamin D helps with your bone growth, your bone structure, just general strength for the animal. I'm not the biology, chemistry expert here, but vitamin D will actually pass through the system if they don't need it. So that being said, they can't get too much. We don't want to waste it, but at the same time, the chicken's body will use what it's designed to use, and any excess or additional vitamin D will just kind of go through their system. So you'll notice I actually use a drill with a paint stirrer. The paint stirrer makes it a lot easier than trying to stir it up by hand. Again, remember, I'm doing this across a couple houses, so take some time. I did wash the bucket out too. You want it as clean as possible, and the way it works is it actually runs a pump that injects it into the water line right past our water meter. You set up your mixtures right, and you go from there based on how much you want in your solution, how much vitamin D you want. It's a concentrate here, but it'll go in at a lower rate so that it's spread out through all the water lines. Again, just full disclosure, what we're putting in, what we're doing to help our birds grow. Again, no hormones, no steroids, no antibiotics. That would all be caught at the plant. And yeah, we'd be in big trouble, and consumers don't want that, so we can't do that. We want the birds to move, birds are active. I'm gonna go ahead and walk through them and crank up some water lines, crank up some feeders. I'm always moving them up to the height that is acceptable for the bird. So again, we're always going for easy access and very little spillage. So no waste, yet easy access. That is the balancing act that we do as chicken growers, chicken raisers, whatever you want to call us, farmers. I'll take a picture. I will say I've been taking pictures with this, I have an additional foot pan here. So a little bigger than my foot, a little smaller than a red pan, than a red flat. But I'll take pictures in there and hopefully get a little montage of what it looks like from a chicken from day 1 all the way up to the day it leaves here, day 49, 50, whatever ends up being. So